Sometimes I've acted a little crazy, but I'm not. Just a little shy. I want my privacy. Just want to be left alone. When the guys entered the bank, I did what they wanted. I laid down on the ground just like the others. When the robbers were gone, all the other people began to rise. I was afraid to move. I didn't want to be noticed by the police as a witness. I didn't want the attention of the media. I didn't want to be on the cover of magazines or to be on TV. The witness. What if the robbers came after me? So I decided to stay on the ground till there were less people around. And after a while, I was going to get up. What? What do you want? If the doctor found out I was in perfect condition, all these people would just call me a coward. So, when he examined me, I just held my breath. The guys in the ambulance seemed nice enough. I was on the verge of telling them that I was really all right. But perhaps it wasn't the best moment after all. I was getting further and further into this. It was getting harder and harder to hold my breath. People were looking at me all the time. At first, they thought it was a new virus caused by raw hamburger. But then, they decided it was something even more interesting. A coma with no symptoms. I felt so guilty. And they were so nice to me, and I was lying to them. It was horrible. Well, being in a coma wasn't all that bad. I had to think, how was I going to get out of this situation? I could act like I suddenly regained consciousness, but well, they'd already talked about me to the newspapers. I mean, the witness with the coma with no symptoms. Doctors all over the world wanted to examine me. The president asked America to pray for me in a State of the Union address. Girl Scouts collected money for my medical bills, and there was a moment of silence for me at the Super Bowl. The whole world was watching me now. After the 13th month, my doctor brought up the idea of euthanasia. I had to say something once and for all, but I was scared. On the one hand, I could die, but on the other hand, I would have to justify being in a coma for more than a year. It was a very delicate situation because of Christine. Christine's my wife. I haven't mentioned her yet because, well, that's personal. Anyway, that's her. And now she would have to decide whether to give permission for my death. My best friend Roger wanted to advise Christine about what to do. All I could think about was me. Sure, it was just distress. they thought it was all over. But for some reason, the euthanasia didn't work. And I was going to tell them, but what was even crazier was the computers confirmed my death. I didn't feel any different. I was definitely not dead. No, wait. What am I going to do now? I mean, I can't yell. Suppose someone hears. How do I explain? The funeral was so expensive and all those crying Girl Scouts. No, well, in a few days I'll make a decision. Oh, it's Christine. She's come to pray on my grave. I knew she and Roger wouldn't last. He's a pig. God bless that woman. Christine! Christine! I'm here! Shut! How do I get into these situations? Hey, leave me, get out of here. Leave me alone. Get.